007 and 7, the adoptive father of Cool Kid. He went and ruined Work at a Pizza Place and many other Roblox games alongside Cool Kid. But then one day, Forsaken, Spectre made him forget about Cool Kid, and now he must survive. That's all the lore I know about 007 and 7. Oh yeah, and so, 007 and 7 is a fun character to play, especially when you trick the killers into chasing after clones. But I always see him getting ranked so low on tier lists, so I have taken it upon myself to rework this character to be more fun, engaging, and helpful in a team dynamic beyond trying and failing to body block with clones. So let's get right into it. Oh my goodness! That was unintentional, but it worked! First of all, let's get one thing clear. I don't think giving this guy a stun is a good idea. We already have enough sentinels in the game, and turning yet another survivalist into yet another sentinel would be poopy. If you want a stun, clone parry while you're at low health. Now for the actual rework. Clone, the very foundation of 007 and 7. I don't believe this is in need of any changes. It's nice, straightforward, and effective. If you're good. Send out a clone with a certain behavior dictated by the instructions you gave it while making yourself almost fully invisible. If it works, it's extremely rewarding. You get the killer off your back, and they're a good distance away from you, and if you fail to trick them, they just look kinda stupid. You don't receive any actual penalties. The only real consequence this ability has is if the clone touches you, which will cause it to instantly ragdoll and give you weakness to 4 seconds. Oh, and just using the ability will give you undetectable, a status effect that makes it impossible for the killers to highlight you while it's active. If I were to change anything about this ability, it would be to indicate the killer for 2 or 3 seconds to every survivor when a clone is hit. But I don't know, it's really just to make his clones useful for others. Well, that's about it for this section. Now on to the next ability, the cool GUI.
Oh, how you doing up there?
I'm gonna
You do
use
that.
my hacks.
Yeah, you do that.
Backstore.
Alright, gotta run, gotta hide. Wait, I should probably drink this unless you appear around the corner and then... The cool GUI is incredibly good, but only in Last Man Standing. I remember hearing from another video that the ability is almost never used outside of Last Man Standing, so why not change that? And after discussing with my sister for a bit, we both agreed on a good way to rework his cool GUI. What if, instead of the map-wide teleport being exclusive to just the user, it can now be used on other survivors? Who you target with the ability will be decided by who is closest to your cursor, similar to how ability targeting works in Dante's World, like Cosmos Healer glistens teleport. When trying to teleport another player, a visual indicator will be displayed above the survivor being teleported along with an audio cue. Due to teleportation being absolutely devastating to the killer, there would have to be a couple of changes to make the ability fair. First change would be that it takes longer to teleport other survivors. 10 seconds sounds like a fair amount of time. The second change involves different ways the killer could stop the ability from succeeding. Hitting either 07 or the person who's trying to teleport will cancel the ability, making it counterable without having to break chase. I think it's important to say that 007 and 7 would not need to keep a line of sight to activate the ability or continue its usage. Who he is able to target is based on distance. This allows the survivor to continue their chase without the fear of losing their chance at escape. Another important thing to mention is that these changes made to the startup and visuals of Cool GUI will be exclusive to using the ability on teammates. So 007 and 7 can still have the luxury of a stealthy 6-second windup to go with his teleport. And I think that's about all the changes I'm going to make to the Cool GUI. And now, on to the next ability. Screw you, stupid, ugly, stinky. I hate you. I hate 1x so much. I hate this. Inject. You can change the behavior of your clone to act in one of 3 ways. You can make it run aimlessly, pathfind to the furthest player spawn, or make it run in the direction of your cursor. All of this is pretty cool and allows for a pretty versatile way of dealing with killers and getting them off your back. But what if we took it one step further? I think it'd be cool to add one more cloning behavior called stationary, and it's exactly what it implies. The clone stands still and stays still until it reaches the end of its lifespan or is killed. This, just like the other behaviors, can be great for wasting the killer's time and avoiding chases. While it isn't good in all cases, this new addition would have its uses and make 007 and 7 more versatile. It could also make clone pairing easier. And that's about it for the changes made to Inject. It may seem like I've gone through everything, but I still have a few more changes I would like to make that would make 007 and 7 even better. And it all starts with a new ability. Hey Forsaken Tower Defense devs, add this to the game. 007 and 7's whole character surrounds stealth and trickery, which is what these next 2 additions are going to be based on. The next ability I propose is Mode. It's extremely simple. The ability will choose who the transparent one will be when cloning. This adds a whole new layer of trickery to 007 and 7, which will make the killers question who's actually the clone. You could run out from hiding and leave behind a transparent clone to trick the killer, or you could even do it in chase to trick the killer into believing you tried making them follow a non-transparent clone while you slip away. I had originally thought of making both the clone and the player visible an option, but I think that's a step too far, especially with the passive I plan on adding, and I just realized 007 and 7 stacking would be even worse with that. And finally, a new passive. I call it Conscripted Amusia. We are forsaken. We are forsaken. We are forsaken. We are forsaken. When cloning, running near the killer won't activate their chase theme until 007 and 7's undetectable status runs out. This won't apply if 007 and 7 is already in chase, as not to give away when he clones. The passive's main purpose is to make finding who the clone is more difficult than just running towards 007 and 7 and seeing if the chase theme activates. This way it allows for more freedom with running past the killer without risking a hole being burned through your facade by an audio cue. Although, don't run within like 5 feet of the killer, you're just asking to get smacked and found out. And that's about it for the abilities and passives. There's just one more change I want to make before ending the rework. And that change is changing his max HP from 100 to 80. If you thought all of this could go to one character without some sort of nerf to the HP, you're crazy. The point of the rework is to make finding 007 and 7 a nightmare, so actually finding and tracking him down should reward you with a relatively short kill. Also, the cool GUI rework technically makes him a support, so less HP makes sense. And now, I present to you my perfect, not at all flawed, rework of 007 and 7. I believe this to be a great way to make him more of a trickster while also allowing him to be able to help his team, turning him from a selfish survivalist into a helpful and difficult to kill support. If you have any ideas on how 007 and 7 could be changed to be better, or would like to build off of some of the ideas I presented in the video, make sure to leave a comment down below. I try to read all of them, so we could have a lovely discussion about what would be good for the character. Oh, and like the video. Not for any particular reason. Just to like it. Like it. Anyways, bye.
I got a box under a fridge about the size of a fish. Ever see the box like this? It even comes with a mattress. I'm so much better than y'all. I actually got to eat my drywall. I never get called tiny, cause nobody ever sees me.